Come on in my kitchen. Hey, today I want to talk about food and memory and nostalgia. From the time I was about 17 till my mid to late 20s, I worked summers as a lifeguard. And being a lifeguard, you know, and first of all, at that age, 18, 19 years old, swimming 2 miles every morning, I mean, there was some calorie burning going on, all right? So a big thing during the lifeguard day was lunch, all right? Tommy's Pizza at Yaphank Lake, the little crab shack by Corey Beach, we'd go down for mussel soup and soft shell crab sandwiches on rye bread. But one of my all-time favorites was a place that was called Flo's. It's just a little grill shack by the side of the road. You pull up, you order through the window, and it's the first time I encountered the tuna melt. So let's do it. There's probably not a simpler sandwich out there. You got your tuna salad. I'm not going to tell you how to make that. Everyone has their own way. I just use a little bit of chopped onion, celery, salt, pepper, and mayo. Here's this sourdough rye bread. This is the reason for this sandwich, man. First one I ever had at Flo's was on rye. And I've made them on every kind of bread in the world. It's always good. But rye bread. Flo's did not have tomato, to my recollection. But I've learned to love a little bit of thinly sliced tomato on mine. I salted these tomatoes. Just brings out a little of the juice, flavor, and of course Swiss. And I've had tuna melts with cheddar. I've had them with American. It's all good. It's always good. But this to me is the perfect tuna melt combo right there. Rye bread, thin sliced tomato, Swiss cheese. Let's assemble this and then head over to the grill. Starting with my tuna. The tuna to bread ratio is key. Sometimes I go to these diners and, you know, you want to get what you pay for, but there's just too damn much fish on there. It's got to be the right ratio of each component to make it outstanding, in my opinion. I'll lay those tomatoes. And the Swiss. And again, you don't want to over cheese it, but you want a good melt. Hell, it's called a tuna melt. I got one more piece, let's go for it. Cover this beauty up. Let's take it to the griddle. Okay, this spot's going to be a little controversial here. Everyone has different methods. I season the cast iron griddle with a little bit of olive oil. Sometimes I'll butter this. Some people will butter it. Today I'm going with the little bit of mayonnaise on the outside of the bread. What I found with this over the years with these type of grilled sandwiches is, I don't know, it's just a little less greasy than butter. And it gives it a nice crisp, cooked outside. So a little bit of mayo, just on the bread. Now I've got this cast iron hot, but not scorching. It's kind of like making a grilled cheese. You want to give time for the inside cheese to melt inside without going totally blackened on the outside of your bread. Okay, I'm starting to see a little slight meltage on that Swiss if you look down there. Let's see what the bottom side of this looks like. Gentle. Oh yeah. I do have another griddle pan that has ridges in it, striations, and it makes for a real nice looking grilled sandwich. But I'm using the flat one today. Just a presentation thing. You can see that Swiss just starting to get a little melty. And if you want to be safe, sometimes I'll take a pan and put it right over the top. Oh yeah, the pan definitely does the trick. Now we're getting that melt going. Alright, let's bring it off. Alright, it's one of my favorite sandwiches ever. Let's plate this beauty up. Now, I will tell you, a nice pickle with this would be amazing. Unfortunately, I finished up all my garlic dill spears a couple weeks ago. Guess I'm going to have to buy some pickles. But that's okay, I can live without it. One thing this sandwich can't live without, it's completely non-negotiable, are the chips. Especially these homemade, homegrown potato chips. Done in the toaster oven. You don't have to deep fry your chips. Not necessary. In memory of Flo's. Transported, man. Oh yeah. I hope you have food like this in your life that's just so attached to a specific memory. It's unbelievable. Tuna melt on rye with tomato and Swiss. Hard to beat. Perfect lunch. Thanks for coming in my kitchen. You know the whole rigmarole by now. Like, subscribe, notification bell. We'll see you for the next episode.